Hey Cloud, how are you doing? I'm good, how are you? Okay, so today we have some news, not so much, but we have some news about Nefer's kid, you know? Maybe like, looks like she's going to be DPS, on field DPS. Um, and yeah, maybe like, I think like in that case, Lauma is not a great option for her, even though you can use Lauma. But looks like, yeah, it's better to use other characters, you know? But we'll see. Again, like we will definitely get some gameplay about Nefer. I like Nefer, to be honest. She looks amazing. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, yeah, it's about Lauma and Flins mostly. You know why? Because many players says that like yeah, Flins is going to be crazy as hell, but looks like Lauma is way more flexible when it comes to archetypes, when it comes to teams. Yes, we have couple teams, we have couple like characters, which is actually extremely crazy with Lauma and kinda must have. But even without them, you still can use Lauma, you know? Yes, you need to rebuild some of your characters, but that's alright. Well, we get some gameplay on tens. I mean, like, hey, Mirakardon, not exactly the tens, because you know why? Like, let's say like that, 10th of September is going to be the first day of the 6.0 patch. Most likely we will get some info, like maybe same day, but maybe close to the evening. We'll see. But it's not going to be gameplay. Keep that in mind. It's going to be like animation, etc., something like that. True gameplay is going to be maybe on a second or third day, something like that. Alright, so yeah, let's do what? I'm close to 60 to get additional 60 primogems, and I need to do one chest maybe, or grab one pyroculus. I just want to check the map. Also, by the way, guys, I if you remember, I finished my Imaginarium Cida, but what I'm going to do today, I reached the same. So yeah, I finished that. But I reached the same enemy with exactly the same characters, so I can do the test on that boss. So yeah, it's just like So what's new? Animation and kit. Yeah, first day most likely is going to be about animations, you know, idle animations like jumping, moving, etc., something like that. After that they will after that on the second day most likely they will give us some gameplay. Usually first days it's about Constellation 6, etc., something like that, but true gameplays they will release about like maybe after like a week, something, you know. But again, at least some, you know, like I want to see like how she plays, because according to the leaks she will play like kinda like Navi or Nuvolet. She will gain let's say like that, when she's on the field, like no Dendrocores can be created, but instead of Dendrocores they will Nefer will get some stacks, you know, and after that stack some numbers, so yeah, you can do charge attack. So yeah, most likely kinda like Navia, you know, maybe kinda like kinda like Chaska, you know, Chaska doing like charge attack as well, but she just wait for bullets like to get loaded, you know. But we'll see. Hey Zoro. She's Bo right now. Like you mean Nefer is going to be a catalyst as well. That's actually interesting, you know why? Because Nahida is a catalyst, Lauma is a catalyst, and Nefer is going to be catalyst as well. And looks like, you know why? Since Lauma cannot completely replace Nahida, because now Nahida can do Quicken as well, but Lauma is mostly for Quick Bloom, Hyper Bloom, Burgeon, etc. But Nefer at the same time also can replace, because Nahida can be support and DPS at the same time or separately, it depends on your build. When it comes to Lauma is like, yeah, also she can be, like it depends on how many Nod-Krais you have. If 2 Nod-Krais, she is DPS, if 1 Nod-Krai, she is mostly support. When it comes to Nefer though, Nefer, if I'm not mistaken at the moment, she has not great synergy with Lauma, because Lauma second, like if Lauma and Nefer are on the same team, it means like Lauma will be DPS, you know, not a support. So yeah, she doesn't apply like that. But at the same time, when Nefer on the team and on the field, you cannot create, on the team, my bad, you cannot create Dendrocores. It means Lauma's like kit is completely like yeah, it's not useful. Catalyst animation gonna be crazy. Most likely yes. I'm actually pretty hyped about like Nefer, about Flins. You know, like when it comes to like, yeah, if you like Flins, go for him, but I would suggest to like at least do a couple tests, because you know why? It's like, let's say like that, when it comes to team comps, Lauma is way more better, because Lauma can be played with crazy amount of characters, like literally anyone, like from Shinchu, from Cookie, from Ineffa, from Aino, from Newlet, Furina, all of them can be played with Lauma, because of like, yeah, Hyper Bloom, Quick Bloom, Bloom, etc., something like that. When it comes to Flins, Flins is mostly Electrocharge. Not a mostly, but he is Electrocharge, because you cannot use Flins with Hyper Bloom. Maybe you can somehow, you know, but I don't think it's a good idea. You can play him in Overloaded. Maybe you can, but it's again not a great idea. Mostly it's lunar charge damage, you know. So yeah, because of that, it looks like, yeah, he's going to be like a little bit limited with teams. I mean, like not limited with own archetype, you know. Hey Desta, how are you doing? Stygian resets? I mean, no, not today, Desta. Like, yeah, it's about like Tanuki's Stygian Onslaught. If Tanuki joins, we can do her Stygian Onslaught, because like it's kind of like, just a second, let me check that. It's a couple days left. Like 5 or something, right? Oh yeah, why I did that actually, you can do it. Alright. So yeah, 5 days. Oh yeah, like I just cannot find the team, by the way, for like so like yeah, like let her join, then we decide. Other than that, what we have, like, yeah, it's about Lauma. I would say maybe Lauma is better choice when it comes to Lauma and Flins, but again it depends on like what you want, because looks like, you know, Flins is going to be good like as a free to play as well, but I don't know, somehow I don't like him, because I don't know, like kind of like weird characters. Yeah, but I mentioned that a long time ago, guys. Will the Nod-Krai patch in 5 days too? Yeah, exactly. Not the 5 days, but yeah, you know why? They just finished like Stygian Onslaught before, so yeah, Nod-Krai will be in a week. Like next Wednesday is going to be the patch. So it's within a week. Alright, so yeah, I need to do what? I know that we have like one. Let's grab it. You know why? I am about like, I'm close to 60%. You know, like I get used to Wuthering Way so bad when like she flies. Like, yeah, we have at the moment like flying abilities. It's so crazy. You still use waypoints, but you know, it's so convenient because you can fly literally in any region, and at the same time you don't need to like find some high hills or something, you know, to get that, like, you know, like some starting point. You just like can start whenever you want, and that's crazy, not gonna lie. Oh, Augusto, by the way, is extremely powerful.
Let's ride.
Yeah, my god, I just like Augusto is extremely powerful. Just give me a second. I need to. Oh, next week Wednesday. Yeah. About Stygian Onslaught. It's going to be actually like a little bit maybe difficult at beginning. You know why? Because we will get like 2 new bosses. First one you can do with Mualani, by the way, with mavuika. I don't know about mavuika, I'm not gonna lie, but about Mualani definitely. When it comes to like second boss and third boss, it's about like new characters. It's about like Oh my god, it's not 60. Alright. Let me just mark it on a map. I usually use map for pyroculus. You know why? Because they always gives you additional pyroculus. So like even if you finish this statue to the end, I mean like unlocked all of the stuff, you still have to. Just a second, let me possess at least one pyroculus. You see, like I have like from Mondstadt, from Liu, from Inazuma, but unfortunately not from Fontaine, because yeah, somehow I missed one, you know. And yes, like maybe they stop doing that. We'll see though. Okay, so yeah, let's do what? I still haven't done these ley lines. Let's at least finish this one, and after that. But Lauma is going to be good. And also don't forget about new set. You know why? This new set actually going to be crazy as hell. I mean, the supportive set, if you have two Nod-Krai characters, gives you additional 120 EM. That's a crazy buff, you know, especially like Nod-Krais. I mean, like the characters from a Nod-Krai, like benefits all of them. Did I fly? Different location, yeah. So yeah, because Nod-Krais, as you know guys, like they benefits from elemental mastery. From attack, elemental mastery, crit rate. So by the way, surprisingly, like xilonen is also might be useful. You know why? As you know, like Lauma can Breath Shred, Hydro and Dendro up to 25%, which is actually not a bad buff, you know, for xilonen as well. So because of that, like even though you cannot benefit from her damage bonus by using burst, you still can use Lauma because of her application.
Defensive mode engaged.
Ring cutter! Know my soul! Fire in the hole! Ha! Open fire! Bullseye! Locked on!
Killing those smalls actually, it's so... Oh my
god. Installation chamber.
Rise with the sun!
I completed Abyss floor 12 with the weirdest comp. Oh, congrats, congrats. I lost count of the version days. I mean, like what? Was it Nod-Krai? Oh, that's alright, that's completely okay. Nod-Krai compass is crazy. About Nod-Krai, oh yeah, like no, but by the way, you know what? It's not only Nod-Krai compass. They will add that ability to all of the compasses. If I'm not mistaken, you can see like hidden chests, etc., something like that. That is true. Like they will improve compass in like 6.0. By the way, they will do a lot of improvements. Unfortunately, some of them, like yeah, we should get developer discussion, if I'm not mistaken, like in kind of couple days, something like that. So yeah, it's, by the way, it's a web event. You most likely don't do that like web event check, you know, like it gives you like 60 primogems a month. Like yeah, I know it's not something special or something like crazy, but again, okay, let's do one domain. What else? Can you reduce game sounds, increase your voice? Okay, sounds like game. Okay, I can be like, if you don't want, like yeah, if it's like, what else? I noticed that you have a Natlan limited 5 stars except more. Yeah, that's true. If that okay, Cloud, like Cloud, if that okay, like maybe I'm far away from microphone. If it's okay, just like write in the chat. Because like when, oh, it's good now. Okay, so yeah, I will be close to a microphone. Oh yeah, that is true, Miracle. Like I have all of the, I was actually extremely lucky with Nod-Krai characters, not gonna lie. Because I got all of them except mualani. And why? Because, not because I don't like mualani. Even back then I mentioned that mualani is better than Newlet. The point is, like, she's difficult to use. By the way, she back then had huge amount of problems. By the way, they patched mualani once. Yeah, and even after that patch, she's still like a little bit clunky, you know, not so like easy to use. You need to get used to her. Even though they, yes, like, let's be honest, they actually like kind of fixed a lot of like, you know, like kind of like weird behaviors like of Mualani. But again, I still like decided to like, yeah, like I have Newlet, I have like Shinchu, I like him a lot, to be honest, I use him a lot. Yelan is like here as well for Forina, so yeah, I will be alright with Cryo, with Hydra. Alright, so yeah, let's do this one. And by the way, if you got ineffa, don't forget about ineffa's damage, because ineffa's damage in Nod-Krai will be increased, and by the way, by pretty significant amount. You know why? Because we will get Nod-Krai character's resonance. Don't forget about that. If you have two, any burst or elemental skill used by non-Nod-Krai characters can increase like your Nod-Krai, your lunar damage by up to 36%. At first, if you remember, it was 48, but it combined. You know what it means? For example, I'm going to use like this team now, right? This one, and Sucrose. Like, yeah, I don't have two Nod-Krai characters, it's only one.
The
but
threads of your fate lie in my hands.
Let's say like Shinchu is Aino, right? So it means two. So every time I use skill or like burst, skill or burst of like Sucrose official, according to the attack, HP, elemental mastery, defense, like, yeah, I can get some damage buff, and it's damage buff up to 36%. It was, again, it was 48. 48 was just crazy buff, but again, 36 is still okay. So yeah, you can increase like lunar damage. By the way, it's also applied, it applies to like all of you. Lunar Bloom, like Flins as well. So yeah, ineffa will be like slightly, like I would say like pretty, like, yeah, she will be powerful. To be honest, I think like, I don't think I will get Columbina since I have mualani. Mirak, it's up to you. Like, I regret pulling Citlali. She's bro. Oh, I regret not pulling. Yeah, Cloud. About that, Citlali. You know why? We have couple characters, which is actually crazy. Like recently, which is like it's Escoffier, if you ask me. She's actually extremely crazy. You know why? You can use Escoffier in melt teams with Arlecchino, and she's actually has pretty crazy synergy with Arlecchino. Citlali is the second one because of shield, because of like she's a catalyst, you know. Yes, with some characters she is not so great, but you can use her even with New Wallet. Even though I don't like you use her with New Wallet, but you can, and she's fun to play. Not gonna lie, she has actually like, yeah, she's not bad, but again, like, she will get her rerun definitely, so you can grab her. She's gonna be support like mavuika meta character. You mean Columbina? You know, like, to be honest, like, I wanted like just address that exactly to Mirak. Mirak has a couple of characters which is actually at the moment broken as hell, but unfortunately at level 1. So when Mirak says something about characters, I kind of like a little bit skeptical about that, you know, like, yeah, Mualani before Columbina, because they are both Catalyst, they are both Hydro. If I'm not mistaken, Columbina is Catalyst as well, as I know, so yeah. They are both Catalyst, they are both Hydro. One of them is Nod-Krai, going to be like the best, the most powerful character in the game. Another one, Mualani, which is actually difficult to use. Oh, by the way, I used mualani in like Stygian Onslaught. Was in like, you know what? Oh yeah, let's do this one first, then like go back to. Well, I don't think any of the Nod-Krai characters will power creep that Natlan. What? No, like even now, Mirak, like even now, Nod-Krai in general better in damage than Natlanians. So yeah, by calculation, Nod-Krai already better. It's because of all of the stuff. You know what's the point is with Nod-Krai, and what's the difference between Nod-Krai and Natlan? At first place, Natlan's damage, it's kinda vertical investment, because all of the stuff is the same. You just need like
If my calculations are correct,
three Natlan characters on a team. You have that Night Soul. You can get it, like only couple characters has some exceptions, because like for example Mavuika with that fighting spirit, you know. And like yeah, but all of them like pretty the same. When it comes to Nod-Krai though, each character has its own benefits. I mean, like has its own kit, has its own buff, etc. Something. Yes, we have like Nod-Krai resonance, which applies to all of the Nod-Krai characters. But for example, Lauma when has her own nascent and ascendant stuff. Like Flins has its own nascent and ascendant stuff, you know. On top of that, don't forget about artifact set. Artifact set, actually one of them is supportive, which is actually crazy. Don't forget about Constellation. Don't forget Aino, Constellation 6, which gives 35% additional. So don't forget about weapons, because weapons in Nod-Krai are way more powerful than weapons in Natlan. Just imagine only ineffa's weapon is crazy as hell. 40% additional lunar damage is crazy. And it's like, yeah, and by the way, yes, we have Mavuika's weapon, but Mavuika is Archon, you know, she's not a like ordinary character. So like even now, like Nod-Krai looks better than Natlan and more complicated. The problem is like, yeah, it's a little bit more complicated. They might be good support for old meta. Oh, you mean like Nod-Krai? You know, like yes, because actually at the moment ineffa is a great support for, yeah, I will show you a couple teams by the way. Let me finish that first.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Ultimatum protocol. No, my sword! Let me weave you up.
Reveal! Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
Okay, yeah, let me show you the team with like Emily, Furina, Newvillet, and Nefer. Nefer is actually good for Newvillet. Why? Because she gives additional stack. She gives him a shield. My god, why? I don't need this stuff. Give me just like, yeah, I always get the... Oh my god, that's terrible. By the way, your video cover Nefer. She will be... yeah, Nefer is going to be in 6.1 according to the leaks, like yeah. And by the way, it means we will get some gameplay when Lauma is going to be released, when they release Lauma. So yeah, looks like 6.1. Like next patch, you know, because 6.2 is going to be Durin and 6.3 is going to be Columbina. So yeah, let me show you the team. First team is going to be like, yeah, you know which one is going to be like, let's go like Furina, Newvillet. Let's say Emily is kind of like Lauma, right? We don't have Lauma. I mean like yeah, it's kind of like it's about your question but support. And fourth one is going to be like ineffa. So people assume Columbina will be as good as Mavuika and even better just because she is like Archon in Nod-Krai. No, like people assume that because power creep like exists in Genshin Impact. That's why. All other next like Archons actually like in like it's kind of like a pattern. It's better than previous one. Just a second. Sorry guys. It's because of that, like Mirak. It's because power creep exists in the game. It's not because, yeah, Mavuika is going to be still like extremely crazy because she is a great supportive character as well, you know? But don't forget about like, yeah, like, let's say, it's the same thing like, I don't know how to say that. Let's say mualani and Newvillet. Even though Newvillet is way more easy to use, he has a self-healing abilities. But when it comes to damage, mualani is better. Mualani is just better, you know, no matter what you do. Yes, of course, like mualani is way better against single targets. That is true. Or like, yeah, when it comes to like multiple targets, like, yeah, it's kind of nightmare. But again, like in general, like mualani is better. I think so. I'm like kind of accept, like hoping that level of the Archon power for 2 component. I think Nod-Krai must pools are gonna be Durin and Columbina. Yes, but you know what's the problem? Like Cloud, Durin is not from Nod-Krai. Durin is like he's from other region. Alice is not a Nod-Krai. Nicole is not a Nod-Krai. You know, that's the point. And at the moment, the problem is, at the moment, we only have like kind of 2 reactions, which is lunar charge and lunar bloom. That's it. Like bloom related reaction. It's hyper bloom, quick bloom, virgin. But again, it's bloom in general, you know. We don't have any other reaction at the moment. I hope they will add something in the future. Just a second. Sorry guys, I'm back. So yeah, and let's go like Sitlali. Hey Rat, how are you doing? Will new level cap be 4 whales? No, Rat, like you can do like, but there's a problem. Just a second, I will explain that. Well, that depends, since so character was able to power creep Bennett. Let's say like that. Like you know, like power creep Bennett is actually, you know why Bennett it's still so useful? Because of this game allow you to use all characters as well. You know, that's why. It's kind of like just like let's say like that. In Genshin, in general, we don't have bad characters. Every of the characters actually useful. All of them. Like yeah, maybe, by the way, Xiyan, right? Looks like she's bad. But Xiyan actually is not bad supportive character for Mualani, because she gives a shield. She gives pretty good amount of pyro. And you can actually use Mualani with her if you don't have Tom or if you don't have any other pyro, you know? And in some cases, she might be pretty good because of that shield. So yeah, like let's say Chi-Chi is also Chi-Chi is good for... She's a healer, so you can use actually Chi-Chi now. But again, like yeah, it depends, you know? Okay, like yeah, I just pressed escape. Dori is bad. No, Dori is actually not bad. You know why? Dori is a healer. She's a little bit difficult to build, but when it comes to Nod-Krai, actually she might be useful. Let's say you can say the same maybe for Charlotte if you don't use her. If you have, like for example, xilonen, you can say that Charlotte is actually bad, but Charlotte is not bad, you know, especially now when we have Skirk, you know. So yeah, like it, like again, like all of them, like we can use all of the characters, and all of them actually, yes, we have some exceptions, maybe Kachina, but Kachina is still like she's from Natlan, she can use Cinder City, she actually not a bad buffer because her skill can activate literally all of the buffs, I mean all of the elements, you know. About that, Rat, by the way, whales or not, you know what's the problem? You cannot choose the same character's constellation again and again. You can choose only one. So the point is, if you want to do Ayaka constellation 6 or constellation 4 or 5, it's not possible, unfortunately. So yeah, by the way, it's one of the condition. So you can choose only one character within one cycle, and that's it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Varka is not from yeah, that's true. Like Cloud, Varka is not from Nod-Krai as well. Varka is from Mondstadt. Even in multiple enemies, she is not bad. You get shark stacks faster. Oh yeah, Mirak, that is true. But again, she's not like Newalet. Hey, Hiken, how are you doing? Long time. Yeah, that is true. Actually, like yeah, like my biggest question for Nod-Krai team building and characters pool priority is whether Columbina alone in the team able to make team-wide lunar charge bloom reaction, or still needs Lauma or an Nefer? I mean, like, let's say like that. She's going to be Hydro, like Testa. So because of that, she can do, like, about Lunar Bloom, no. About Electro Charge, yes, because for Lunar Bloom you need a Dendro character. For Electro Charge you need Hydro or Electro. So most likely, or maybe she, actually, yes, that's a good question. You know why? She's Hydro. Hydro can react with Dendro and Electro. So yeah, it's possible that she might get something like that. That is true. You know? That's a good question, actually. If it's possible, that's crazy, you know? She might be like extremely useful. Dori is okay. Even Lisa first part. No, like come on, like Rat. You cannot compare Lisa with Dori because Lisa is actually extremely crazy character, you know, even though she's a starter. But Dori is a healer. And Dori has pretty good application, by the way, electro application. So yeah, like let's say like that, Rat. If you don't like some character, it doesn't mean it's bad. For example, you like Ayaka, but for example, if you ask me, for me Skirk is better. It doesn't mean Ayaka is bad. Ayaka is good, but I mostly like Skirk. The same thing applies to Dori and applies to like, yeah, for example, other characters. It's like, yeah, if you don't like them, it doesn't mean they're bad. They are bad. Well, I don't think that like Columbina will be DPS. I think mostly she will be like sub DPS, like Flins. About that, yes, maybe Mrak. Like actually, like, that's a question about like that's a question like what Testa like says. Like it's if she can by herself activate lunar charge and lunar bloom. Just imagine that would be crazy. It like you know what? Let's say you use Shinchu Yelan, right? Shinchu, Yelan, and for example, I don't know, Kuki Shinobu. In that case, you can do like Electro Charge and Lunar Bloom. And or for example, you go Nilo, Nahida, Shinchu, and Columbina, right? And you can do Lunar Bloom damage without any Nod-Krai character, you know, without Lauma and without Nefer, it's kind of like completely different. But yeah, without Lauma, that would be actually crazy. So let's say like I don't pull for Lauma. Yeah, like I got it. That is true. Actually, yes, I got it, Desta. That's actually crazy, like good question, because if she can activate like Dendro related, like Lunar Bloom related reaction and lunar charge and lunar bloom related reaction without any other Nod-Krai characters, that would be just crazy. That's yes, actually that, and just imagine she can buff the reaction as well, huh? A person. Zoro, like if you ask me, let's say that Lauma is must. Actually, no. About Lauma, I don't think so. You know what's the problem with Lauma and Nefer? Nefer actually, let's say like that. If Lauma single character on the team, she gives like crit rate to your blooms. If you have two characters, like she gets other stuff. But Nefer, when she activates her skill, instead of creating Dendrocores, she doesn't create Dendro. When she is on a team, like you cannot create Dendrocores. So it means most likely Lauma is not going to be for Nefer, you know? Looks like, but we'll see. I kinda need that information to plan my investment on characters. People about that. Oh, it's not like that. Actually, you know what? According to the numbers, Lauma Constellation 0 is better than Nahida Constellation 2. The point is, Nahida can also do Quicken, you know? And that's a damage. So Nahida can be played in actually more archetypes than Lauma. Because when it comes to Lauma, it's only Lunar Bloom. About that, I don't know exactly, but what I would suggest you to do, if you go for a character, for example, you like Lauma, right? No matter what, for example, you like the character, go for the character without any constellation. Just go for a character, then decide about constellation after getting Columbina, because Columbina definitely worth couple constellation. Because as I know, you go for constellation. It's like the point is, it's better to keep like save some primogems for Columbina constellation, then decide for constellation for other Nod-Krai characters, like you did with ineffa. You know, even though ineffa is actually extremely crazy with constellation, not gonna lie, 450k damage with that Birgitta is just crazy. But again, I don't think I ever see anyone play Quicken. Quicken. Oh, actually, it's extremely powerful reaction. It's actually extremely powerful reaction. Yeah. So far, no leak for that yet. Yeah, we don't have that. Like, because you know why? They will release, according to the leaks, 6.0 is a first phase Lauma, second phase Flins, 6.1 is Nefer, Aino is like 6.0 as well, 6.2 is going to be Durin, and 6.3 is going to be Columbina. So they will give us some pause between the characters, you know, like let's say like that, Nod-Krai, 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 and then again Nod-Krai. You know why? Because of like leaks, etc., something like that, I guess. But maybe we will get some other 4 stars. Don't forget about Jahoda. Don't forget about, we will get about like 3 4-star characters, as I know initially. And one of them is going to be Dendro, by the way. Chink mains, you forgot. Okay. Yeah, I think like Columbina is still the best priority to get. Yeah, definitely. You know why? I heard she, like, let's say like that. All of the stuff about Columbina at the moment, it's actually kind of not even leaks. It's actually not true. If you remember about mavuika, that mavuika can replace Bennett, mavuika can replace Shanling, mavuika cannot replace Bennett at all. Mavuika cannot replace Shanling because Shanling is actually has, even now, as you know, Shanling has better applications than mavuika. Yes, she's a little bit like difficult to use, but for mualani, she's actually not bad, you know. Let's say, so yeah, like all of the leaks and like all of what they're saying about Columbina at the moment, it's actually kind of like, yeah, not true. But so yeah, we need to wait. Like it's a little bit like, yeah, it's going to be like not correct to say something. I play Alhatem. Yeah, Alhatem is crazy because Alhatem can be hyper and quicken as well. That is true. Maybe Columbina power creep Furina. I feel like it. About Furina, you know what's the problem with Nod-Krai characters? Like they cannot benefit from damage bonus. Like, but you know that. So yeah, let's say Furina is completely like useless with Lauma, with Flins. So yeah, it's better to use like Shinchu than any other character, you know. Because yes, for Furina you need a healer. It means like you just occupy another slot for a character. And yeah, that's kind of, just imagine 2 Nod-Krai characters, Furin and healer, and Furin's application is not so good. Even though Flins doesn't need high hydro application, he needs some anyway. Well, I will get Lauma because I collect memories. About Lauma again, guys, like what I want to say, like just like Lauma, let's say like that. If you compare these 2 characters, like players said that like Flins is going to be like 3rd DPS or like within like 5, like one of the 5 best DPS in the game. I, to be honest, don't believe in that so much because, you know, like in my opinion, he will be at the same level. Like, yeah, not at the same level. You know why? Let's say in Nod-Krai, as you know, guys, we will get new set, which gives you, if you have 2 Nod-Krais on a team, additional 120 EM. If you will use, if you are going to use Aino, Constellation 1, it's additional 80% or 80 elemental mastery. If you can get, and will be lucky, can get Constellation 6 Aino. Oh, by the way, her application is also increased when there is a 2 Nod-Krais, and also she can give additional 35%. So as a free-to-play, he will be better than Varesa free-to-play, but not by a huge amount of margin, you know, like kind of like a little bit, maybe 15%, something like that, but still better, you know. When it comes to like one of the 5 best DPS, I don't know. Mavuika still will be better. Mualani is just crazy as hell because, like, you know, and we have other characters. Just damage wise, I think yes, Furina will be power creep, like, but Furina can do heal, and like I don't think Columbina won't. Oh yeah, maybe, but yeah, you know why? Actually, it depends because if I'm not mistaken, Columbina is going to be catalyst, right? If so, she can use prototype Amber. If her burst lasts for kind of like 6 seconds, etc., something like that, she can utilize prototype Amber and do some healing. Like, yeah, it's kind of like not a healing exactly, but it's kind of like an option. Columbina could be the Furina for Nod-Krai. I don't think Columbina can heal, but Zoro, and congrats for your first. I don't know, like, you know what, Zoro? Oh yeah, by the way, about your comment, I don't know if you like trolling me or something. I just like I wrote back, by the way. So yeah, because you know why? Like, I don't believe my eyes. Kind of sounds like okay, but yeah, it's kind of like was not so difficult. And by the way, I did like I don't have enough characters to finish like all of the stars. I mean like 18 stars. I did like 12 stars, but it's possible. You know why? If I only got like pretty good characters, actually it's not so difficult. The Durin is overloaded character designed for Electro Pyro Mirak. It's still questionable, Zoro. I believe Durin will be huge upgrade for mualani teams. I don't know about mualani, to be honest. Because you know why? I mean, like, as you know, guys, like we got some leaks about the Durin. Like Durin can replace Shenling and Bennett at the same time, but not like that. Most likely he will give you some shield, some debuff, and pretty good application. Something like that, you know? But again, it's extremely questionable. Durin will 5-star Chevreuse. I don't, you know what? Like, no, it's not 5-star Chevreuse. As I heard, Durin is going to be 5-star Shenling. Like, let's say, you know why? If, like, at the moment we have Shenling plays out of her burst, and she has crazy application. She also has Goba, because you know why? Actually, Goba, yes. When it comes to multiple targets, when it comes to pretty swift and like, yeah, the like enemy who like moving a lot, it's a little bit difficult to use Goba, but it's still possible. And for mualani, that Goba actually applies enough pyro application to do crazy amount of damage. I never tease you, Vortex, like you were way better than in Genshin, like have more characters than. Oh, come on. Yeah, I just like, yeah, I just like, I thought like that. But yeah, I can like, actually it was easy. By the way, you told me that 100th level is not going to be so difficult. You were right. Actually, like, but yeah, Augusta, man, you know what team I use with Augusta? I use Augusta, Shanhua, and Verisa. I don't know why people use Mortify. Most likely, I don't know the game. So, but with Shanhua, she's pretty good. The leaks I saw, Zoro, that Durin can heal and debuff element he reacts with. Okay, maybe. Like, let's say like that. If we will get something better than Shenling, would be nice. I don't think they will give Durin more applications than Shenling. You know why? Shenling, as you know, guys, can apply pyro every 1.5 seconds. In some circumstances, if you can use her properly, you can actually apply even more application. Because you know why? Especially if you remember that Tulpa in Stygian Onslaught, when she is under the shield and you use her burst, after that Tulpa gets shield, you can use second burst and you get like 2 instances of Pyronado. Do you remember that? Or like, as you use Bennett, you can get like double buff of Bennett, double burst. You use one burst, then Tulpa gets his shield, and you use another burst. So yeah, like, and just imagine how many applications is that. It's just crazy. All right, let me show you this team. This team, like, you can like, let's say you can say like Emily is a future Lauma, so you can use. Actually, like Yoni told me about that. It's not going to be the best team. Well, it's not a bad team at all, like Forina, New Wallet, Emily, and
Tea
Ineffa.
parties are a must for the well-mannered.
Care for a dance?
Let the world
Dance with me!
Settle down.
Installation chamber deployed. The show's only just begun.
The tide's beckoning.
Not done yet.
The only problem is that electric charge.
Lord of sand. Bow your head twice. Time to go to work.
fresh and floral.
Defensive mode.
You are
Engaged.
not welcome here. Be sanctified.
Time to shine. Neutralize.
Accelerate preparing for dust up. Prepare for a dance.
Golden slump.
Dance with me!
I'm getting sick of
Be
this.
a good audience, won't you? Not done yet.
Let the mighty be humble. Lords of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
Cleanup sequence in
I have the theory that Durin will be Columbina support like Flins need ineffa. About that, Mirak, I don't know exactly. You know what the problem is? Like, Durin is not going to be from Nod-Krai. So you cannot get Nod-Krai resonance. At the same time, you cannot get that full nascent and ascendant stuff. As I mentioned, like, Nod-Krai combat mechanic is way more complicated than Natlan. Because with Natlan, it's all within the characters. Just like, you know, like you don't need to do anything. You just like see the character stuff and that's it. When it comes to Nod-Krai, it's not like that. Each character can get like a nascent, let's say like that. Nascent and ascendant is not the same. It differs from character to character. So because of that, like, yeah, I don't think Durin is going to be so useful for, like, anyway, he can be no matter what, because you can use non-Nod-Krai characters anyway, but we'll see, you know. Lunar Wave. About Lunar Wave, you know what, Cloud, at the moment, that is true. At the moment, we only have two, like, lunar-related reactions, which is Lunar Charge, and Lunar Bloom-related, which is Hyper Bloom, Burgeon, and Bloom, you know. So because of that, maybe in the future they will add something else. The problem is, Vape is, even though benefits from Elemental Mastery, Vape is not transformative reaction, it's multiplicative reaction, you know? It's like, kinda like, it's the same like Melt. It's benefits from EM, that is true. The more EM you have, the better, but it doesn't mean you need to like go full EM like you do with Lauma, for example, or you do with Nahida, because Nahida needs like ton amount of Elemental Mastery, you know? So it's still like kinda like questionable if they add that wave, you know? Maybe yes, but we'll see. Because I saw like they release the support after the patch, they release DPS. You know, like we don't have that pattern, but yeah, you can say that. Gotta go first. Good night. Good night. Good night, Desta. Good night. Thanks for joining. All right, so yeah, let's do this one.
Burn it down! Teamwork is strict! Fulfill our pact! Pyroclastic surge!
You know, like, doing that CDM1 is actually not so difficult now.
Get to work! You two! Time to light up the blazing sun! Rise with the sun! Teamwork is strict! Bring it!
Show no mercy!
Wrath from the skies!
But Mavuika actually has better combo, you know that, guys? If Columbina power creep mualani, I will get her Constellation 1. Oh, about that, and alright, I got it. Yeah, like you need to like, actually you need to increase your collection. I agree with you. So yeah, let's do like this one.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echoes! This will brighten up the place!
Ultimatum protocol.
Be sanctified.
It's actually just something.
Bow your head.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Let the mighty be humble.
A little ambiance!
Defensive mode engaged. Annihilation mode.
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in fresh and floral! Cleanup sequence initiated. Preparing for dust up.
Bow your head.
Nah, I just like waste all of my... But again, like, if you notice that, like, with Lauma, by the way, this damage is going to be way better. Way better than now. Like, Favonius weapons are so broken, especially for... Yeah, that is true. Literally good on any... That is true. Actually, like, you know what, if you ask me, and I mentioned that several times, if you have Favonius weapons, unfortunately, I can check... Like, let me finish that first. Yeah, I messed up. Okay. Yeah, and now I have no energy.
Get to work! Try and stop me! Light up the blazing sun! I'm going in! Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath of... Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Try and stop me! Let's light it up! Everybody! Show no mercy!
Oh, it's the best combo for mavuika. It's like this. But that's alright. Like, you know which one? You do like 3 donuts, then release your left button. And she does like plunge attack. About Skirk, I saw some teams like and damage test, but her damage kinda meh. The attack speed is good, but damage... No, it's not like that. It depends on the team. Her damage is actually crazy. If you ask me, in some cases, I like Skirk better than mavuika. You know why? Because, like, it also depends on your gameplay. She can use burst as well. Like that, you charge that, you use her whole skill, you charge her burst, like with energy. She consume void rifts and give you like crazy amount of damage. Like, yeah, it's not like actually like Skirk is crazy. All right, so yeah, let's do some Imaginarium City. I forgot about that. Skirk damage is crazy, not gonna lie, but like you don't even need her signature weapon. You can go like that craftable one, you know, like how it called deep I have the... Oh yeah, I can check it. Just a minute. Just a second. So yeah, this one. Finale of the Deep. It's actually like pretty good weapon for like for Skirk. So which is better, Skirk or mavuika in teams of premium teams? No, like let's say like that. Mavuika is like let's say like that. No, I would say mavuika. You know why? Because but you need to get used to mavuika. Skirk combo is way more easy, but Skirk's teams, like premium teams, are way more expensive. Like, yeah, she needs like let's say like that. She needs a Scoffier, you know. She needs Furina. She needs Sitlali, or let's say Shenhe, like all of the 5-star. Yes, that's true that sometimes, like actually always, getting 5-star Constellation 1 is way more easy than getting Constellation 6 for a 4-star, which is true. But again, I would say mualani is better. Oh, mualani, mavuika is better. I have Ayato's signature for her. See, Ayato's signature is good. But I don't think it's... No, it's good. I always overcap. Like, yeah, you overcap because of, like, you need to farm artifacts, you know? So, yeah, let me show you. Like, you know which team I used to finish this one? I used to use, like, this team. That's crazy. Because, like, you know, like, I completely forgot about the mechanic against this boss. And I was struggling as hell. But I'm going to use, like, mavuika, Bennett, Sitlali, and maybe someone else. So yeah, we'll see. And like, yeah, maybe like Ianson. To be honest, boss, like mualani, no, I use mualani completely. I mean, I used mualani already, so yeah, I don't have mualani. Was expensive? Oh, no, like mavuika can use Bennett, mavuika can use Rosa, mavuika can use Kachina, mavuika can use other characters, so you will be alright actually. Let's say like that. With like, you can check my channel with damage comparison. That team, mavuika, Bennett, Rosa, and Kachina is actually not a bad team. You can use Diona, Constellation 6, but again, you need Constellation 6 Bennett, you need Constellation 6 Diona if you can, like, yeah. Kachina is not so important because, yeah, Constellation 1 is completely okay. Constellation 0, my bad, is okay. Alright, so yeah, let's do this one. And actually, it's not so difficult. I just like what you need to do.
Settle down.
Let's dance.
Oh my god, that was a mistake. You know why? You don't need to use Barbara skill at all, because if you do that, you actually mess up. And no need to use Barbara's burst as well. I mess up because she's healer. What you need to do, as I understand the boss mechanic,
Defensive mode engaged. Ultimatum protocol.
silence. Oh my god, he destroys the shield and like immediately. That's crazy. No, I didn't. Redo. No, I didn't. I just the same day I finished this one with this team, but after that I just like started from the beginning to get the same characters, like to do the test with you. So it's like second time I doing like this one. I will show you.
Let the world collide!
Silence. Be sanctified.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Preparing for dust up.
There's a tear in my robe. Settle down.
You see the healing?
Come on! We can do it! Let my name echo in song!
The time's beckon. Bow your head. An oversight on my part.
Defensive mode engaged.
This is the damage.
Settle down.
Let the world collide! Accelerating. Ultimatum protocol. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Be sanctified.
Ready, steady, go!
Bow your head.
Installation chamber deployed.
So yeah, like it wasn't like... If I'm not mistaken, I can do it again, right? Yeah, restart performance. Hey Splash, how are you doing? Mualani didn't get the chance to shine. No, actually I used Mualani. I already used Mualani. So yeah, like let me show you, like I can, if I'm not mistaken, pop performance. Let me show you. I finished that with that team. So yeah, already, like yeah, with the 10 stars. And I grab all the stuff, but again, I decided to do it again to like test this boss, you know? I don't remember, but I think like you tried that team last time. No, I didn't. I didn't. Like, because like, yeah, you know what? I thought like that team is going to be not so crazy. Now let's try like this one. And... maybe Barbara, no, yeah, like Janssen. Yeah, she can steal some application, so because of that, we're going to use like this one.
Burn it down! I'm going in! Faster, stronger, on my mark! Fulfill our path! Suffer the wrath and light of the blazing sun! Light it up! Let's light it up! Teamwork is strength! Control breathing! Let's show no mercy! Xilonen, epoch wrath from the sky!
No, it's not enough here. not enough healing, unfortunately. Furina might be like in 6.2. I might get, yeah, like if you don't have Furina, definitely. Yeah, because you know why? Even though Furina maybe it's not going to be so relevant within Nod-Krai, she's still a crazy buffer, you know. We still have old characters, but it doesn't matter. Just don't use her with Nod-Krai. But again, it depends, you know why? Because let's say you can use, why not? But damage bonus is not going to be like good for Nod-Krai. What like having all characters released in like 5.2 except mualani is amazing. Yeah. But yeah, I just like, you know why, Griffin? Like, yeah, how are they, by the way? I just missed mualani. You remember that, guys? Because if I'm not mistaken, mualani's banner was the very first banner in Natlan. And I just skipped because I have New Wallet. But I went for kinich, which was 50-50. And I won 50-50. It's not enough healing, unfortunately, you know? Like with this team. Oh, maybe let's go Furina and use... Oh yeah, let's try Furina. You know why?
Shower me with praise!
Burn it down! Let's light it up! Everybody! Suffer the wrath of the light of the blazing sun! Incinerate! Incinerate! Rev the engines!
Can I get another?
I'm going in! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Pyroclastic surge!
Actually, yes, let's heal him. You see?
Rise with the sun! Fulfill our pact! Let's light it up! Teamwork is strength! Show no mercy! Light of the blazing sun! Burn it down! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Get to work!
I don't know, but I think Bennett keeps like level 70. I don't know, like means up like with Furina buff. Oh no, I don't use Furina's buff. I don't use Furina's buff because I don't use Furina's burst. Furina's buff is activated after using her burst. I use Furina's skill to get healing, that's it. Vortex, like, will you be you pulling for 6 for any characters? About that, Griffin, I don't know. You know why? Let's say like that. Lauma, since I don't have Kokomi, I don't have Nilo, like best team for Lauma, yes, you can use Hyperbloom still. Actually, Hyperbloom is not a bad option for Lauma at all. Damage will be increased by a lot. You know why? According to Constellation, like now, Hyperbloom, like with a 1k elemental mastery on your electro character, gives you about 36k damage. With Lauma, that damage will be increased by like up to 50k. That's a huge amount of buff, you know. It's about like 30%-ish, something. Yeah, like it's a little bit less, but again, it's actually, no, it's actually 30, something like that, you know. Because of that, like you still can use Hyperbloom, and looks like Hyperbloom is going to be maybe one of the best for Lauma. But again, like I don't know. When it comes to Flins though, I personally didn't like Flins gameplay, especially at Constellation 0, you know. Like yeah, he's a little bit like yeah, not so flexible, I would say, but we'll see. I don't know, like you know, like it's better to decide when I do some tests. It's actually good. Lauma, Durin and Columbina will be benched. Oh yeah, maybe. I cleared it with like a trial Baiju and 4 stars. Oh, by the way, yeah, no, I doing some tests. You know why? Like trial Baiju and healers and 4 stars. Yeah, it's possible because Baiju heals a lot. And actually you don't need to do any damage because like yeah, but I want to like do some tests.
with the sun! Everybody stand back! Suffer the wrath from the skies! Burn it down! I'm going in!
The show begins!
Fulfill our pact! You two! Time to... Pyroclastic
Unfortunately,
surge!
I don't lose like enough HP. See, like healing is going to help. I don't lose enough HP. You need to lose some
Rise with the
HP.
sun! Let's light it up! Yeah. Teamwork is dream! Get to work! Light of the blazing sun!
Yeah, and he disappears. Let's try that team. Like Splash. I cleared with like Byron and 4 stars. Let's try that team, no problem. Because you know why? You just need like some healing. It doesn't matter what, like you just need some healing, like something like that. Let's give it a try.
Mind the side effects.
Come on! We can do it! Let the show begin!
Oh my god,
Quick as a
that was
flash!
a
On my mark!
Taking a turn for the better.
But if I'm not mistaken, I just need to like...
Yeah. Bah!
Hey! Go away! You play! You're up!
Controlled breathing!
Yeah! Start the...
A bitter pill to swallow. Bah! Remember, health comes first.
Quick as a flash! Don't be scared! Don't get it, Nod-Krai! No!
Yeah.
I don't need healing. I don't need to use healing now. I think like Vortex want to try character, then decide. He will get Flins. I'm not. Then decide. He will get Flins. About Flins, I don't know. You have Yelan. Mate. Why not Flins? You know why? Like Griffin, if you ask me. Because at the moment, like we cannot use like ineffa at her like maximum power, because we are not within Nod-Krai. We cannot use that Nod-Krai resonance. We cannot use that new artifact set, you know, because at the moment I use Gilded Dreams, which is actually not her best artifact. Within Nod-Krai, ineffa's damage definitely will be increased, like, and might be increased significantly, maybe like 50%, you know, and that's actually a huge buff. So because of that, I just think like, why do I need to go for Flins, which is main DPS and needs to be on field, rather than just like farm for good artifacts for my ineffa. So like it's like that. But again, I don't know. Like usually, as you know, guys, I try to get at least one character within patch. So maybe it will be either Lauma or Flins. It's possible. Not gonna lie. I will cancel one R1. Like, I know, like yeah, but if Nefer will be good, then will be, yeah, that is true. You know what, like a Cloud, actually, like I wait for Nefer as well, but just keep that in mind. We have some leaks about Nefer. Nefer is going to be like Catalyst and Dendro, and at the same time Nefer is not going to create any, like, yeah, when she is on the team, you cannot create any Dendro cores. So yeah, like she is going to be like kind of DPS on field, like on field DPS character. I don't know if it's true, like Cloud, but I heard like... yeah, Mirak, I don't believe you. C1, R1, based in game? No, it's not true. Splash, Vortex. I got Robot made at 20 PD. Oh, you mean like ineffa? Yes, ineffa is actually like, I like ineffa. You know why? She applies Electro pretty good. Not the fastest one, but enough. It's 100% uptime. She gives you a shield. You can use her with Arlecchino. By the way, with Arlecchino, it's crazy. With New Bullet, it's crazy. You also can use like with like, yeah, you can use an overload as well, you know. Also like lunar charge, it's kind of okay, but keep that in mind within Nod-Krai, like next in a week when we get that new patch, like ineffa's damage will be increased. Yeah, like true, like I think Lauma would be better than Flins. Yeah, that depends. It depends. That's why, you know, guys, like I still don't know which character is going to be better for my account. Maybe I will skip both of them, or I will go for one of them. We'll see. I still on my 50-50, as you know, guys. Like last time, I don't want to spend my anyway. Even if I go for a character, I don't want to spend my guarantee. You know what? Guaranteed. I want to spend it on Nefer if she is going to be good. Also, don't forget about Durin. Don't forget about Columbina and her signature. I want to get Columbina and signature. By the way, Durin looks like it's going to be a sword character. So yeah, let me continue. So yeah, let me show you like.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Silence! The time is begging.
You don't need to use, by the way, like Emily now. You know why? You will like it's going to be like difficult to do some damage. Now you can.
Strike a pose.
Settle down.
Because you already like.
Installation chamber deployed. Annihilation mode. Let the world collide.
Bow your head.
And since like I get a shield, it's super easy.
Let the mighty be humble. Settle down.
So yeah, that's it. Like it's actually yeah, but it's not like in Stygian Onslaught. In Stygian Onslaught, it's better to use other team. I have. Oh, by the way, like yeah, just like Vortex Robot Mate can use the new artifacts. Yeah, that's true, Splash. I mean, like, since she's. By the way, you know what? I assume that she can use both of them. Let me finish this one, and I will show you.
Light it up! Everybody stand! Show no mercy! Suffer the pyroclastic surge! I'm going in! Fulfill our path! You
Just
two! Light of the blazing sun!
So yeah. Oh, let me show you the like ineffa. Ineffa can use both of them. You know why? It depends on, by the way, not only like this one. Ineffa can actually depends on your team comp, can go like even deepwood. You know what? It depends on your requirements. She can still within Nod-Krai can use gilded gems. She definitely can use supportive set, because that set gives you like, if you have two Nod-Krais, gives you up to 120 EM, which is actually crazy buff. She also can use DPS if you want to use her as a DPS character. For example, I don't know, like because she's pole arm, she actually can do like, and like she casts that Birgitta. You use Bennett buff, for example, right? And you can do something. Like yeah, it's actually going to be pretty good damage. And you can also use Deepwood. You know why? When it comes to like, for example, you want to use her in Hyperbloom team comps. You can use Deepwood to decrease danger resistance. So like you can use all of them. I assume that if you're going to use her in Hyperbloom complete, like let's say like that, like this set, which is Flower of Paradise Loss, is also not a bad option. But just keep that in mind, like her shield like scales of attack, and her elemental mastery buff scales of attack as well. So it's kind of like depends, you know, you want her damage or want her supportive abilities, you know. But still, like she's crazy. I like that ineffa a lot. Like yeah, she's super fun to play. And if you ask me, Splash, if you got her, I would suggest you to build her. If I'm not mistaken, she has a crease rate ascension. It means it's not so difficult to build, you know. You already have like 9 points to plus 5, 24 points to crit rate when you level up her, up like up to level 81. I have guaranteed at 84 pulls. Like, feels amazing to save, and you can pull for a character. Yeah, that is true. That's why I don't spend, by the way, Mirak. You know why? Like, look, sometimes you just ask me why you don't spend all of your primogems. You know why? Because if I don't like the character, if I'm going to bench the character, why do I need to go for him? It's actually make no sense. You know why? Let's say, like, which character I regret to get, which I wished for but completely regret to get. Actually, none of them. You know why? Because I literally, if you notice that, yes, even like, let's say like that, let's kind of omit like standard characters, because yes, you get them anyway. But when it comes to like using, I use all of them, all of my 5-star characters. That's no, literally all of them. I don't like, yeah, maybe Zhongli is not so, but yeah, back then he was good, you know. Maybe Zhongli, yes, maybe Zhongli is the only one. But when it comes to like other characters, Navia, I use her, Chaska, yes, Kazuha, Alhaitham, Raiden, EM Raiden, by the way, New Bullet Fury, like all of them. Dia, by the way, like Dia is a standard one. So Ganyu is also I don't use so much, but you know, now with Skirk, she is actually not a bad option. So yeah, like you can use her in domains because her application is like maybe not so fast, but it's pretty like, yeah, it's like cooldown and like duration time is the same, 100% uptime. And she is not so crazy about energy recharge. Albedo, I use them, you know. So yeah, like that's why like it's bad when you go for a character and do use them. Just like benching a character is bad. I have 100 pull saved on like 60 PD guarantees. Oh, for real, that's crazy. Well, as I remember, like Vortex Lauma banner has a cookie. Yes, but you know what? Even though I want that cookie, you know, so bad, my cookie is still Constellation 1. It's maybe one of the... Oh my god, yeah. Like, and by the way, if you're like, if you know, guys, like Cookie Shinobu for me was the first 4-star character, which I leveled up to level 90 because of like her elemental mastery stuff. She's just crazy, not gonna lie. Especially with this set. Oh my god, not this set. Yeah, maybe like switch something. Oh no, like it's 4-piece Flower of Paradise lost. Unfortunately, she has a little bit low EM. Maybe I did some changes, but again, she doesn't need talent so much. Yeah, this one is because of healing, and that's it. And unfortunately, yeah, that's terrible. And by the way, I have a video when I got Cookie. It was the only one copy I got. That's terrible. Well, we will get 140 probably in 6 months. 140, no, like not so many. It's about 100 Cloud, if I'm not mistaken. In 6.0, it's about 100. Like as a free to play, it's 100. With Welkin Moon, yes, it's like 144. Like Welkin, BP, etc., something like that. It's more, but yeah, as a free to play, it's 100. It's a different story. If I had one, I will 6 my character. No, you're not going to do that, Mirak, believe me or not. You know why? Again, like one character, even if it's like Constellation 6 or 5, will not change anything. You know why? Let's say like that. Furina Constellation 6 or 5, right? Furina will be not so... Yes, you still can use Furina, that is true. She deals crazy amount of damage. But, you know, like since she's not going to be so relevant within Nod-Krai, using her going to be like, you know, like I can use Aino and she will give me more buffs than Constellation 6 Furina, just imagine. So Aino Constellation 6 will buff like Lunar better than like Furina cannot buff like unless you use like Tenacity. That's it, you know. Like the only Tenacity can be useful. By the way, I use Tenacity at the moment on my Furina. So yeah, 4 pits, and that's because of Skirk. And by the way, this set, don't forget about that, and Noblesse set might be extremely useful within Nod-Krai. Splash, yeah, like I leveled up her and like gave her Shao weapon, but yeah, like that's okay. And I don't know what artifacts to use. I'm using Furina set. She does like 35k lunar charge. It's not bad, but yeah, let me show you my build then. Just a second. I use Gilded Dreams, but in just a second. Sorry about that. But in your case, you can actually go 2-piece, 2-piece. 2-piece Elemental Mastery, 2-piece Attack. Because you know why? If you don't have pretty good Gilded Dreams, 2-piece, 2-piece is better. Because Gilded Dreams 4-piece doesn't give so much. Yeah, it's still better than 2-piece, 2-piece if you have good pieces. But if you don't have, go for example, I don't know. We have a ton of like EM stuff. Like Gilded Dreams gives you EM, Wanderer Troop gives you EM 2-piece, Flower of Paradise Lost gives you EM. And attack, when it comes to attack, we have like a ton of them. This one, like Glad set, just a second. Yeah, Shiminava, you know, like yeah, we have a ton of them. So 2-piece, 2-piece in your case will be way better. You also can use Tenacity, by the way. You can use, let's say like that. Even Mercy Hunter, if you play with Furina, is also possible. But again, it's going to be DPS. As a supportive character, she actually can use Tenacity. Tenacity is a not bad option for, because you know why? It says when elemental skill hits an opponent, you are going to use that Birgitta. Birgitta will like Birgitta usually attacks every 2 seconds. But this one is, yeah, you need to like attack. This effect can be triggered every 0.5 seconds, so you will be in this time window, and at the same time you cannot kind of like drop yourself like in 3 seconds, because like Birgitta attacks every 2 seconds. That's it. And it hits an opponent. It doesn't matter like which one, you get that buff constantly. That's actually like, yeah, that's why she is good. Hey Debs, how are you doing? Can you remove character? Yes, I can, Debs. Of course I can. I wish you best of luck. If you can trade characters in Genshin, if only you can. No, it's actually a bad idea. You know why? But I don't have Builder Dreams. I'm waiting for new set. About that, yes, Splash. New set is going to be better. You know why? Because it's like it's clearly supportive set. That's why. Again, don't forget Elemental Mastery. But again, it gives you Elemental Mastery only within 2 Nod-Krais. So you need at least add Aino. No, Vortex, like it's 120 free to play. And oh, okay. Like my bad, like my bad, Cloud. I didn't know that. I will do that like with 100k primogems, and like I don't believe you, Mirak. Believe me or not, just imagine, go for Constellation 6 R5 character, keep it at level 1 and bench it completely. That's going to be crazy. Vortex, you know me? No, I don't know you like Debs, but yeah, you know, like you just like write something, why not to answer? About the like trade characters, you know why? That's why they don't add like full co-op mode in Genshin, and actually I'm completely okay with that. You know why? It's the same like WoW does, it's the same like Honkai Star Rail, it's the same like ZZZ. We don't have like fully co-op like we have in other games, you know, and I'm okay with that. Mostly, you can say mostly Genshin is not co-op. Yes, at the moment, like now we have Stygian Onslaught, which is actually good, not gonna lie. Because you can do like Stygian Onslaught in co-op up to level 4, which is menacing. But again, it's only like, I hope they will add something like that, to be honest. Wait, why? I don't get considered mavuika and like keep her level 1. Why I don't think like yeah, like Miracle. Come on, this. I like Ayato. About Ayato, you know what? Ayato's value actually increased, especially like with the latest characters like Escoffier, also like Lauma, by the way. Oh, you know why? But Lauma, as you know guys, Lauma can reshet Hydra and Dendro up to 25%. So in that case, Ayato might be useful. I personally don't like Ayato so much, to be honest. You know why? Back then, let me show you, like back then, by the way, I've preferred for Ayato all of the stuff, books, mats, bosses, like completely all of the stuff, but I skipped them. I didn't like his damage. Even back then, his damage was terrible. Shinchu was way better. And Shinchu is not on field, you can use him off field, you know. But again, yeah, I decided to skip. And if you ask me, if you don't have Ayato, just like wait for Columbina. It's still completely up to you. Maybe level 70 at least. Level 70, I didn't get that. Level 70, what is... Oh, level 7, no, like, yeah, it's not like that. He just keep a couple of, let's say, broken characters at level 1, you know? Just for collection, I don't know. If Ayato value increase, like, finally he can do some, yeah, like, oh, let's say like that. If Ayato's value actually increased already, you can use him. But again, like, we have pretty good options. He's not bad, but you know, I don't know, like, I kind of don't like him so much. That's why I skip him. That's it. Back then, like, I decided, like, you know what, if I'm not mistaken, back then I had Yelan already. And you know what, actually, like, initially, I was about to skip Yelan completely, you know why? Even though, as you know, guys, Yelan my favorite character, I like was in 5-star. Yeah, I saw that, you know what, I have Shinchu. Shinchu is crazy. And he really is, by the way. If you remember, like, in 5.0, Shinchu's value decreased by a lot because of Furina, Newlet, etc. Something like now, in Nod-Krai, his value will be higher. Yes, we will get Aino, but you know, not all of the players will get Constellation 6 Aino. So because of that, and by the way, you know what, that supportive set, which is going to be released in Nod-Krai, you can use on any character. The condition is you need to meet only one condition, 2 Nod-Krai on a team. So you can use that supportive set if you have pretty good, like, crit rate, crit damage value, etc. on Shinchu, for example, and 2 Nod-Krais, and you will get that 120 elemental mastery. So that set is actually pretty flexible. New sets, I mean. For real alt value. He's just collecting dust. Kinda, yes, maybe. Vortex, my 6.0 pool plan is as now. Like, I have 45 PM and 11 pools, and I'm on like 50. By the way, don't forget about grab or the store, like the shop, my bad. So yeah, because like you can like get this 5 free pools if you miss that, because like, yeah, it resets like couple days ago. If you have this dust, like, yeah, Stardust, you can grab like this stuff. 11 pools, like I want Columbina, Alice, Puppet, Harbinger. Since we have so much time for Columbina, I want to pull like for Lauma. About that, you know what, Splash? What I would suggest you to do, if you ask me, about Lauma, wait for Nefer gameplay and damage calculation, etc., something like that, and see if Lauma can play with Nefer. If I'm not mistaken, Lauma cannot be played with Nefer, because 2 Nod-Krais with Lauma means damage, but not support. And it means like, yeah, if she is going to be with Nefer, like, it makes no sense to use like double. Yes, you can use but again, she converts like she deals lunar again, like, yeah, you can use maybe supportive set on her, I don't know, like, yeah, we'll see, because like, you know, like that Nod-Krai stuff, I mean, like, it's a little bit complicated. It's not like Natlan ones. Natlan's was easy as hell, like, yeah, just like add 3 Natlan characters and you're ready to go. But within Nod-Krai, it's going to be a little bit difficult. You need to read the mechanics, you need to read how they work, skills, bursts, etc. So yeah, we also have like Nod-Krai resonance. So yeah, it's going to be fun, not gonna lie. You know why? Because yes, it's going to be maybe a little bit complicated at the beginning, because yeah, you need to like kind of like read a little bit, or like ask question, but no problem, I will read as well. So yeah, if you have any question, just ask. But damage is going to be pretty, like, yeah, pretty good. What looks like holy? Is that one hey primogems? Yeah, like, yeah, Cloud. Do you use Welkin, Genshin crystals, save them? No, like, let's say like that. I have some crystals, but I don't use them. I usually buy battle passes, but not Welkins. So yeah, maybe I will buy Welkin, but I don't buy any primogems. Yeah. Yeah, Cloud, it's still like one hey primogems a whole year. Come on, Mirak. It's like the only answer is like magic. Yeah, it's not magic. Come on, like you just like, yeah, you if you grab all of the stuff, you can get the same. Like, but guys, I play the game since beginning, you know, like literally since beginning. Like I missed like 40 days, something like that. So what do you want? Like I just like back them. By the way, it's now we have like new characters again and again. Like and like Hoyo now is a little bit like more greedy than it was before. Even though he gives us like free 5-star, etc., etc., something like that. The mechanic changed. You know, back then it was way more easy. I mean, like, you know, for example, if you get Raiden, you literally can clear all of the stuff back then, like with Raiden. Yeah, unless it has some like resistances, that's it. But when it comes to damage, she was crazy. Now it's a little bit different, you know? So yeah, just imagine like within Spile Abyss, they give 75% Night Soul related damage buff or like 75% cryo. It wasn't so much back then. So yeah, now it's completely different games if you compare with like, yeah, with all regions. I used to pull instant when I reach. Oh no, I don't do that. You know why, Cloud? Because, let's say like that, you need to manage your account if you ask me. So because of that, like I like the game. And doing some, let's say like that, even in Wuthering Waves now I say, back then I did the same. In WoW, I just spent like whatever, but now I decided, so you know what? I have pretty good account. I have pretty good number of 5-star weapons. And by the way, I was able to finish that WoW's Spile Abyss. It was good because of Augusta, etc., something like that. I was able to grab all of the primogems, asteroids. So it's fun now. But again, like, yeah, you need to manage your account. Why not, you know? Saving is actually good. I will find the truth about like Vortex Primo soon. Yeah. I can tell you the truth. I just like, you know what? I don't spend to any characters. I try to not spend my guaranteed if I don't like the character. If I want 50-50, that's alright. For example, if you remember, like I went to, just a second, let me check which character I just, Emily. I lost my 50-50 on Emily, but I went for Emily, even though she's not, for at the moment I don't use her so much, she's actually good. You know why? She has 100% uptime, she is mostly Virgin, but that Lumidus case she cast on a field, it's actually good for some specific artifacts, and because of that, for example, I can use Tenacity and use her within Nod-Krai and give 20% attack to like future character, because like as you know guys, we have roadmap up 6.5, 6.7, but not a full roadmap, so we definitely will get something more, I mean more characters. I was watching your WoW stream. Oh, for real? Yeah, I got double, yeah. Like, by the way, you know what, Cloud? I already like leveled up both of them. You know, like refining like 5-star weapon for a free-to-play, it's a crime if you ask me. So yeah, I decided to level up both of them. By the way, August is crazy, even though my build is not so good. Because you know why? They actually like changed the way how you need to farm echoes for Augusta. It's completely different. Back then, for example, you just spent your resins and farm the domains. Now it's not like that. We have couple, let's say, battle points, and you can do them only once a day. So yeah, 2 points. And by the way, oh my god, the artifacts is actually so terrible. I was able to get like 75 crit rate and 220 crit damage, like with a weapon, which is actually good. But she deals crazy damage. I like Augusta. The only problem, her game is a little bit weird, like Mualani's like gameplay. You know why? You miss so many attacks, you know, when you do that enhanced, like when you use that enhanced burst and do normal attacks, you lose just so much damage. Did you ever get double in Genshin? Yes, like Cloud, 2 times. I got double. By the way, you can check my video. Just a second. Let me give you a link. I got double when I went for, just a second, for Virisa. Just a second. Oh my god, what it is. Ah. Hey Sino, how are you doing? I have been so busy. No problem, Sino. That's completely okay. That's completely okay. Thanks for joining. But so yeah, like Cloud, like let me find it real quick. I forgot when it wishing for Verisa went so wrong. Wishing for I like oh my god. Yeah, I have wishing videos. Wishing for mavuika. Yeah, wishing for wishing for all. Hey, why it's not? Oh my god, it's so bad. For Emily, just a second. Let me just find it. I hate this stuff. You know why? Because they don't like. Oh my god. Just a second. Character trailer, character teaser, Verisa combat, overload, new Verisa. Who Verisa? This one? Anyway, like I will find later. Sorry guys for delay. So sorry, I missed so many chats. Let me just like read the chat. So yeah, I got like two in ones, like 2 times. It was with Al-Haytham. That's why his constellation is constellation 1, by the way. And I got like when I wished for Verisa, I lost my 50-54 on Tignari, and exactly after that I got Verisa. So yeah, that's why. Just a second, let me check that. My Tignari is constellation 1 as well. I'm really like trying to not pull right now. The point I just stay like yeah, just save. First got Arlecchino and then next pull another Arlecchino. For real, that's crazy actually. Arlecchino, you know what's the point is? Guys, like I got the one of the worst character in the game. Like it was Al-Haytham, because his constellation 1 is completely useless. It's so bad, it's terrible, like completely. You don't need that constellation like on Al-Haytham, because you know what it does? When a projection attack, which is like hits an opponent, his CD decreased by 1.5. Like it's actually like so bad, because you know why? You can do that projection attack when you have 3 leaves only. So yeah, it's terrible. It's bad constellation. It's super bad. I have decided on Lauma. Oh yeah, about that, like I wish you best of luck. You know why? Because Lauma is actually not bad, if you ask me, like Sino. Let's say she is like, if you ask me which one is better, Lauma or Flins, I would say Lauma is way more flexible, because she can be used in so many like team comps. But Flins is like a tall main character, and we like the last time we got like tall main character was Kinich, if you remember. Like yeah, it's super rare to have something. Yes, with the Nod-Krai we should get 3 5-star main character, you know. Finally, it's going to be Durin, it's going to be Varka, and it's going to be Flins. But again, it's not a case to go for Flins. I would say Lauma is better, because Lauma can be used with so many different characters. Also, Lauma can be used as only one Nod-Krai on a team, which is actually good, you know. So yeah, she has benefits, if you ask me. And I have PD build on Chronicle, so I'ma get Nilo. About that Nilo, actually, it's not a bad idea. The point is, if you get Nilo, I wish you best of luck, and Lauma, like that would be crazy. You know why? As you know, with Nod-Krai, we will get like every 3 months, they will give us some event. And if you finish that event completely, you can get constellation for one of the designated characters for free. And by the way, Nilo is within that, pool of characters. And by the way, Nilo's first constellation is actually not bad. Unfortunately, you cannot get back-to-back all of the constellations, like for the same character, it's only one. So for example, if you got constellation for Nilo, next time you need to choose another one. Like per year, you can get 4 constellations for free, which is actually crazy. Yes, upon finishing that event. Big bloom, like since I have oh, for real, you have all of the characters. Congrats with that. Like if you have Kokomi, actually yes, Nilo is a great choice for you. You know why? Because don't forget about Aino. You can get Aino as well, and Aino application is going to be with second Nod-Krai. Aino's application actually is slightly better than Kokomi's application. You know. Comes to me once, I didn't like save pool Hotao, I quit the game after that. For real? Oh my god. When will we get loli male character? Last one we got was loli male. Oh, I don't know, Cloud. Okay, love Lauma, special interaction with like gives off. Yeah, she's cool, not gonna lie. By the way, you know what? She can terrorize like animals within Nod-Krai. I will do the video about that, you know, like yeah. Like let's say like kinda like yeah, using like animals' labor is a crime. If you know, guys, when she approaches the animals, she can somehow control them. So yeah, they will bring her some like stuff, etc., something, heal her, etc. Something. I will do the video, maybe tomorrow or like on a couple days. We'll see. Hey Tanuki, how are you doing? Tanuki, you joined so late. So yeah, let's do it like. Xiao isn't loli. Xiao is actually yes, like you can say that, you know why? Let's say like yeah, Xiao is kind of like a little bit taller than Shinchu.
In the next volume? Defensively,
Rain outlines your fate. Rank up by royal decree.
animal hypostasis emulation. Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
She's low K, Snow White for oh yeah, like you mean Lauma? Actually, you know what? She's kinda like, even though she's Dendro, you know, she has pretty like soft colors, that is true. Maybe because of that reaction, lunar Dendro, yeah, lunar bloom, you know? I hate now Sucrose is better than Kazuha. No, actually it's not like that. Let me try Kazuha instead of Sucrose. But yeah, you can say that. I mean Sucrose, you know why Sucrose is better? Because Sucrose provide elemental mastery buff, that's why. But you still can use Kazuha. You know why? With new set in Nod-Krai, you can give, but yeah, you will lose that, with Kazuha you will lose that swirling, so it makes no sense. What you still can use Kazuha. Kazuha actually is not bad with that team. Let me just do it.
Sounds good to me.
The only problem with Kazuha, Kazuha's skill has animation, so you need to do, you know what? Something like that. No, not like that. Just a second, let me show you. He has a technique when you press like something like that. So you put skill, then you put double space, and he just landed, you know? You see? You do, it's kind of like Sucrose skill, you know? It's actually like, yeah, you do the swirl, then like you do double space, and you don't waste any time. What, like, I was really depressed. Oh, come on, Tanuki, like, yeah, why, like, yeah, like, I hope you're okay. You will be. I hope, like, yeah, like, get well about that. Depressing, like, yeah. If it's about the Genshin or something like that, it's like, yeah, it's just a game, Tanuki. Just don't care about that so much. All right. So yeah.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
So yeah, let me show you like how.
Leave you alone. No, my
By royal Midnight
The problem is, like, yeah, in that case you need to use someone on field. You see, like, Kazuha is still actually not so bad. Again, you gain a shield from ineffa, or from like, yeah, but you need someone on field. Since Sucrose is a catalyst character, and she can use sacrificial, in that case you get like 3, you get a chance to like use 3 of her skills. She's like, yeah, way more better to use than Kazuha, but again, it's kinda depends. Why I'm in top like Fansol? I told like no, Sucrose in mualani teams. Oh yeah, like Sucrose in mualani teams as well, that is true. Oh my god, that is terrible. Clouds? Oh yeah, about the by the way, you like, you know, yeah, you can do the clouds in Fontaine when you are within water. Most likely you know that. Let me show you. By the way, I did that. So you use like this 2 characters.
I have high hopes for this journey.
Just a second. I mean, I made a video. Most likely you saw that. But yeah, let me do that again. I don't know how is that possible. You know why? Because it's kind of like a cloud. You know, how is it possible to do the cloud within a sea, like within water, like in water actually? Okay, my bad. Oh yeah. Let me grab this one. I always grab this one. By the way, you know what? I'm a little bit hype about that new game which is going to be released. It's going to be Art Knight something. Actually pretty good game. So yeah, if you release like Furina's skill, and after that ineffa,
Installation chamber deployed.
you see that? Oh my god. I mean, like, yeah, it makes no sense, but it is what that, you know? So yeah. And we got another one. See that? Hey, Mora. And actually damage is cool. Unfortunately, you cannot, like, yeah, you need like go to the ground to release the skills again.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Well, it's pretty powerful. You see that? And it has lunar. Like, it has a moon within it. You see the moon? So yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, I made a video about that. It's kind of fun. I don't know, like, it's just a, it's Genshin, you know? It's Genshin. So yeah, I made a short about that, by the way. So yeah, by the way, like, there's another, like, kind of like fun things you can do with that team. Let me show you guys. It's my exploration team at the moment. It's like this one. You can go. Oh yeah, Leo Harbor. Like this point. So yeah, you see that like 2 birds, right?
Defensive mode engaged.
Let's fly.
Oh my god, that's terrible actually. Yeah, and she actually kills like both of them. And you see that Brigitte? And yes, its face. Damn, bro. So yeah, it's fun. Another thing is like, yeah, I haven't did the video, I haven't done the video yet, but I will do the video about like that, you know which one? Just a second, let me show you. We have that underground Dendor slimes. They are super annoying, right? But you know what?
No, my soul.
Like, that Brigitte can handle them like easy. And by the way, if you know, like, usually these boars attacks you, right? They are not anymore. So yeah, that's it. You're safe. It's your bodyguard. And yeah, let me show you. You see that like Dendro? Like we have couple. Like this one. Yeah, this one's. And that's it. You literally don't do anything like, yeah. They're super annoying, by the way.
Take me up.
Yeah, that Brigitte attacks literally everything. So I haven't done the video about like these slimes. I maybe will do a couple days, we'll see. So yeah, sometimes yeah, you just need to like, oh yeah, another one. Because like, you know, like you can attack him, you see like that. You can't, but
Insulation chamber deployed.
that's it. He's done. Alright, so yeah, let's do maybe like... Now I regret not pulling for ineffa. Oh, you don't... ineffa is super fun, not gonna lie. But yeah, like, it's like no need to regret about that. You know why? Ineffa actually was a little bit like early for her appearance in Genshin, not gonna lie. You know why? At the moment, ineffa's damage is low, because we are not within Nod-Krai. She will be better in Nod-Krai, so I would suggest you to save. Actually, you did well. You know why? Let's say like that. Going for ineffa was only about your primogems. Let's say like that. If you have extra primogems, go for ineffa. If you don't have, just skip her. Because, you know why? At the moment, ineffa was relevant only within Stygian Onslaught. That's it. Within Spile Abyss, you still can use Electro. You will be alright. Because if you check the... So yeah, when a character triggers hydro-related reaction, including lunar charge, shockwaves, etc., something like that, you know, like true damage, it means like you, like, including a lunar charge, you know, like yeah, ineffa can be useful as well, but it doesn't mean you need that ineffa. I'm going to like for Flins, so I should have gone for... If Flint's good for Mualani, I will get him like... If not, I skip. Yeah, he's good for mualani, Mirak. You can't go for like Flins. He's actually crazy for mualani. You know why? Because mualani can use TDDS. You switch to Flins. Mualani also can use... yes, TDDS is good actually. Come on, like Mirak. Alright, so yeah, let's go like this one. Yeah, by the way, don't forget, like if you use that strong box, I maybe would, if you don't need some specific artifacts for Nod-Krai, tenacity and like noblesse is actually not a bad option. Hydro, please. I need HP actually. Oh my god, not this one. Not bad, you know, because HP would be way better. I mean, oh, I Durin. Okay, I saw like I was you trolling like Mirak Durin. If Flins, if Durin is going to be, how is Flins gonna be good for? I don't know. Like, don't ask me. So yeah, let me check what. Yeah, I got this one. Let me check if I can get. Crit damage. No, of course I can't. Alright. So yeah, I got this one as well. Let's check if I can get crit rate, because you know why? If it's like I have pretty good flower, like, but you never know. Oh my god. Yeah, I will keep this one. This one is like, this one is good as well. Attack, okay, let's... Nice, 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 nice. Actually, that is crazy. I will keep it for now, we'll level up later. That's for substarter. Oh yeah, by the way, that is true. I made a video about that. That's for substart is going to be crazy as hell. You know why? Because at the moment, let's say, let me show you. Not max level up and locked. Right? I used to have a lot of, actually I have a lot of that characters. I made a video recently, if you remember that. So yeah, like I have like something like that, something like... Why I keep this one? Oh yeah, it's because of like, yeah, that is true. Energy recharge, and that's a Cinder City. So yeah, let's say like, yeah, something like that. You know, with the 3 substats. You see that? So yeah, if I know that it's going to be like each defense or like something like that, I never will like keep it. And I can, you see that at the moment I just, yeah, I still have some space, but again, that for substance, yeah, that is true. I have many single crit, like, yeah, that is true. I definitely, well, yeah, so do I. I have a lot of like of this trashy, like not trashy, but not, you know, let's say, especially it's for goblets. You know why? Let's say like, yeah, you have something like physical damage and you don't know like what it's going to be. If it's going to be like, I don't know, like something bad, the energy recharge might be okay for that, you know? But yeah, that's a good quality of life, not gonna lie. And you can save some mats and some Mora, by the way, which is actually crazy. Or maybe like skip until vortex pool for character. Oh my god. Well, like now Mirak don't know what to say. I like, yeah, and addressing that to me. Okay, Mirak. No, let's say like that, guys. About Lauma, as you know, like I don't have like a couple key characters for Lauma, unfortunately. When it comes to Flins, I didn't like his gameplay. I will wait for Nefer leaks and after that decide. Because you know why? As I mentioned, Lauma is better than Flins. When it comes to Flins lunar charge, I already have ineffa. So I can do lunar charge and ineffa's damage will be increased within Nod-Krai, you know? So yeah, why I should go for Flins for a second lunar charge? It makes no sense. And by the way, if you ask me, I think that Lauma is going to be better than Nefer. Why? Because Nefer is going to be a DPS character. She will be on field. According to some leaks we got like recently, she is going to be kind sort of like maybe like Navia with a charge attack, you know? And like, yeah, she will get, instead of getting like Dendrocores, like it's going to be like some stacks for in Nefer. So yeah, I think like Lauma is going to be better. Lauma is way more flexible. Oh my god. Like, Vortex can't save for like entire version, but you can't. For real. Or maybe skip like, yeah, for entire version. I don't think I can, to be honest. You know why? Like, let's say like that. You don't know the struggle when I was just like starting the game, when you want to play different characters. You know when I started to have fun with the game? After 2 years of playing. Because only after that I got a good roster with different characters and I can at least like do like 3 teams to switch. Now I don't care so much. But yeah, back then it was like, now I have like Chaska is actually crazy, you know, like I mostly when it comes to characters, let's say especially exploration, I want like something like, even though her damage is bad when it comes to exploration, because most of the time you do that exploration, you know. That's why I went for Shinyun. Even though Shinyun actually initially was terrible as hell, especially without constellations, she is actually so bad. First and second constellation is crazy. First, especially, you know why? It not only gives you second charge, its charge means a lot of energy. Second one, it gives you actually pretty good damage as well. You know, but at Constellation 6, she is just broken as hell. She can do like 400k damage with her plunge. She can be crazy DPS, but again, it's Constellation 6. A week for her animation. I'm expecting crazy animation. Oh, you mean Nefer? Yes, me too. Not gonna lie. I personally liked that, especially that cat stuff. You know, she has a crazy cat. You know, like, and actually, like, it's huge. I mean, it's not like the small cats we have within, like, Tevat. You know? But again, yeah, I'm pretty hyped about Nefer as well. Looks like she's going to be released in 6.1. And include her oh yeah, that's crazy. In the kit or burst animation. About that, yeah, we'll see. No, like burst animation, I don't know. You know why? Most likely burst is not going to be so relevant. It's kind of like the same when it applies to Navia. For Navia, that burst is mostly about application, but most of the damage I'm sorry, comes out of her normal, which is like charge attack. You know, like skill, my bad, skill, like, and normal, or like, because she gets infusion. When it comes to Nefer, most likely it's going to be only like maybe skill, because it depends. Because you know what, they said that it's going to be like charge attack, but it might be like, yeah, her skill, you know. Most likely it's going to be skill, not charge attack. I assume, like, yeah, like kind of like, yeah, like kind of like Navia has, you know, when you hold and you absorb that then geo crystals, you know, and do some damage. Okay, so yeah guys, this is it for today. I will be online, or maybe on Friday or Saturday, we'll see. Like, but I want to do like at least one more stream this week, because maybe we will get some info. Don't forget about developer discussion. Most likely, usually they release discussion like about like 5 days before the version, something like that. So yeah, we definitely will get some developer discussion. By the way, within developer discussion, they will add something new. I hope they fix that this stuff, you know. Damn, I was so hyped about that, but it's ended up like, yeah, literally nothing. Wuva did way better. Extremely simple, but extremely useful approach. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? Oh, bye Tanuki, bye. By the way, Tanuki, like if you can, like next stream, join a little bit early. Join and we can do that, like, yeah, let's finish that. At least, you know why? Even if we can't do like that menacing mode, that's not a problem. We can do hard mode. And hard mode, at least you can get like 450 primogems, you know. So just like, yeah, skip that dust. It's not a big problem. All right, just like, yeah, join the stream a little bit early if you can. Sorry for the late arrival, I'm working. No, that's okay, Lucas, that's completely okay, no problem. Like, yeah, thanks for joining, thanks for coming through, that's completely okay, yeah. I just, like, you know what, it's a little bit late, that's why I just usually do like about 2 hour stream, that's it. But I will be online this week as well, so yeah, you can like join when you... By the way, as I know, you go for Lauma, and you know what, like, the more info we get, Lauma is actually a pretty good choice. I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to like, if you compare both characters, which is like Flins and Lauma, I would say Lauma is better. And by the way, even though Lauma needs some key characters, you still can use Lauma with other characters, and looks like Hyper Lauma is actually not bad at all. You know, that's pretty good damage buff. And also don't forget about level 100. So yeah, like when you ended up like leveling up your electro characters, the damage might be increased as well. So, okay guys, that's it for today, thanks for joining. As I mentioned, like, yeah, I will be online maybe in a couple days, on Friday or Saturday. So yeah, we will get a developer discussion. Don't forget about, like, yeah, grab all of the primogems, because, let's say like that, it's up to you completely. So yeah, like, because as you know, we have couple, like, kind of events, but it still lasts for some, like, not this one, yeah, this one. You still have 47 days. Don't forget about it. So yeah, it's kind of like 400 primogems. Why not? Literally for free. Just you do some exploration. Let me tell you something really. Oh yeah, no problem. Really quick. Like, I hope I would like to get Lauma, but with my luck, I'm not sure. But to tell you the truth, I'm not so excited for Nod-Krai as was for Natlan and Fontaine. Let's say like that. You definitely will when you see the difference, or like, you know what the point is at the moment? At the moment, we use Nod-Krai characters not with like outside that Nod-Krai additional stuff. Nascent, Ascendant, Resonance, etc. Something like that. Damage will be increased for all of Nod-Krai characters. At the same time, they will add some new mechanic, which is actually going to be fun. So let me say something, like, that region is going to be good, not gonna lie. Yes, so far, if you ask me, the best one is Fontaine, that is true. Like, yeah, Fontaine is actually like, yeah, and Chenyu Whale maybe. I like these two like regions, even though Chenyu Whale, it's kind of like Leo Harbor, as you know, but yes, Fontaine, if you ask me, was actually the best one. And the characters were pretty good, pretty powerful. We got like that Fatu Harbinger, we got like pretty good 4 stars, like Lynette. She's crazy. So yeah, like, but again, like, yeah, game is like, yeah, we definitely will get something new, no matter what. So what you can say? Like, yeah, you will, like, I wish you best of luck with Lauma, and by the way, you will have fun with Lauma. Lauma can be played in so many different team comp, so you will be amazed. It's not like Flins, which is actually a little bit locked within Lunar Charge. Okay, so yeah, guys, that's it. Again, thanks for joining. I will be online in a couple days, maybe on Friday or something. So yeah, just like if you have time, just join. We can discuss something if we get something and just play the game. Alright, guys, so yeah, thanks for joining once again, and bye bye, guys. Bye bye.
Here are my wishes. Which should I choose? And a radish veggie soup. Today's recommendation is the